Esther was the heart of everything.
A lot of energy.
She was always there.
A really nice person.
Esther was fun.
Yeah, she never disappointed anybody.
You talk about events management and people going to take courses in events management today, Esther could teach them.
And she was a good cook too.
She loved people. She was a person who loved people around.
Hi, I'm Esther Dalton. I am a steel pan musician. I live in Toronto now, but I'm originally from Trinidad and Tobago. I have been playing pan since I was about 9 years old. But really that story of me and pan started before I was born, frankly. Pan was largely a male-dominated instrument when it first started. My experience was quite different because my mother was the person that encouraged me to play pan. But also she was part of the formation of a group of women who wanted to learn to play pan as well.
I have known Esther ever since the Secretaries Association started. It started in her office. The function was at her office at the TTMA building in Maraval.
The band was formed from the association of this group of women who worked in their professional lives in that function, but then moved into this fun, community-inspired engagement around the instrument.
She says, we're going to form a steel band, an NSA steel band, a woman's steel band. You think you're interested? The name of the band was the NSA Vibrations. That was our name when we started. NSA is the National Secretaries Association.
It was a group of us, maybe just about 15, 20 at a time, So we were a close-knit group.
And she was like the live wire of the band because she was always involved in arranging this or doing something for the band because she was very friendly with the guys in Starlift. And it's through her we were able to get Starlift to let us use their pans and their venue.
So we played at different outings, different things with the assistant of Starlift.
And after our first performance, everybody was interested in joining the band.
We really had a good time. It was a lovely bunch of young women we were back then.
So this is where we really got close with Esther. The camaraderie, there was a great camaraderie in the band. We all stuck together.
And then came Simone.
When she became pregnant, of course everybody said, well, Esther's pregnant. How is she going to manage to come to practice when she has a little baby?
There's actually a story about the fact that she went to our largest steel pan competition during Carnival, and she was in the stands listening to the bands play as the stands were moving, as people were dancing to the music, and she was about 8 months pregnant with me.
And we would take turns from practice to go and babysit while she goes on her pan. And this is how Simone grew with the band.
So she was born into it, grew up into it. She started playing pan at a very early age.
As she went to school, from one school to the next, she used to come in the panyard after. At St. Joseph Convent, she used to come in the panyard doing her homework. And that is how so Simone grew with us. She was part of us.
So for me, pan and women in pan is as normal and is as and should be as celebrated as the rest of the development of the instrument has been.
The members of Starlift, they were tutors to us, each one taking a section. And Esther played the bass. Esther liked the bass, and that was her thing, the sixth bass. And she controlled the bass section. That was her love. You could see that she was really enjoying it. All of us really enjoyed it.
I have played pan with my mother as well. Our first time playing pan together was probably between, I would say, age 9 to 12. I was a member of the all-women steel band that she formed, the NSA Vibrations. And I was the youngest member of the band. I was one of the tenor players, and she played on the bass band. So she was always sort of behind me, both from the perspective of how the band is set up, but also it's sort of a philosophical thing if you think about it, like her actual supportive rule of me. I created the Esther Dalton Foundation as a love legacy of my mother's work during her life in steel band, but I also created it for it to be an example of a way of supporting the leadership development of other young people who had the experience or who have the experience of playing the instrument as I did when I was growing up. And I also want this to be a supportive mechanism, particularly for young girls and other young women.
I'm happy that Simone turned out the way she turned out and that she's keeping her memory alive.
And that is why I think her life will go on, because she was a people's person. She cared about people. She really did care about people.